Conquering obligations. Mastering strong and weak obligations in English. Hello learners, welcome to another fascinating session on English language learning. Today, we are delving into an interesting part of intermediate grammar, modal verbs. More specifically, we will learn about expressing strong and weak obligations. This topic is crucial as it impacts how we express necessity, duty, and obligation in our day-to-day communication. So, let's dive right in. In English, we use modal verbs to express varying degrees of necessity or obligation. Strong obligation refers to something that is necessary or extremely important to do, while weak obligation is something we should do, but it's not compulsory. The modal verbs used to express strong obligations include must, have to, and need to. On the other hand, to indicate weak obligations, we use should, ought to, and had better. Remember, understanding the distinction between strong and weak obligations is vital to communicate effectively and appropriately. When we express a strong obligation, it means that something is very important to do. You might hear this in a professional setting or when safety is at stake. Let's look at some examples. You must submit your report by Friday. Compulsory action. We have to wear masks in public places. Necessary for health and safety. I need to finish this assignment tonight. High personal importance. Each of these examples demonstrates a clear and strong necessity. Weak obligations, in contrast, suggest advice or recommendations. They are not compulsory but are generally good to follow. Here are a few examples. You should eat more fruits and vegetables. Healthy recommendation. We ought to visit Grandma this weekend. A good idea, but not mandatory. You had better start studying for your exams. Advice given with slight urgency. These sentences indicate advisable actions but not absolute necessities. While these general rules apply, remember, context is key in English. Sometimes, must can express a personal obligation, and should might indicate a strong societal expectation. So, always consider the overall context while interpreting these obligations. And that's a wrap on strong and weak obligations in English. Now you have a better understanding of how to express and distinguish between strong and weak obligations using modal verbs. Remember, it's not just about the verb but also about the context. Keep practicing these in your conversations and written communications. We hope this video was helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting topics on English language learning.